This is a series that we're starting, trying to see and weigh, options in terms of breakfast and how much they cost in the morning. So I'm going to pass this on to Helen so she can break it to us exactly.
Yes.
What's the situation?
So this morning, you have it. This morning, of course, as we all know, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So whether you're a student, whether or not you're unemployed and you need energy to go out there and look for a job, if you're like us and you've got a very demanding job, you're talking all morning, you're going to need some sustenance, some calories, something to give you energy. So that was my mandate this morning, finding out, how much the ordinary citizen is spending on their breakfast. Again, it's the most important meal of the day. I'll let you hazard a guess. If you were to guess, how much you think this portion of very tasty and yummy-looking cocoa should go for. Tell me what you think you would pay for this amount of food.
1 cedi.
1 cedi should be fine.
Yeah,
1
1
cedi
cedi.
with the air, but the air is 20 pesos.
The air is 20 pesos.
So cocoa 80 pesos.
Yes. No, cocoa 1 cedi.
And air 20, so 1 cedi 20.
But
about
they decide to give you a discount, so 1 cedi.
So about 1 cedi. Bella, you want to pay about 1 cedi for that.
Exactly. This is supposed to be 1 cedi.
Yeah, it's just
well, shall I tell you all how much it costs, or shall we wait till we talk about it some more tomorrow? But this will cost you way more than 1 cedi.
Tell us.
It'll cost you some 3 Ghana cedis if you want to enjoy this in the morning. This is your breakfast.
This small cocoa.
3 Ghana cedis.
That means Manuel has to buy 9 cedis cocoa. You're going to survive.
3 Ghana cedis for this?
Indeed, Bella.
That means this won't be enough for you.
Oh, I mean, you have to also think about your pocket for the day. You have to make do.
No, but even if you want to box it with some bread, because usually you either buy bread or
So this bread is how much?
Oh, take a guess. How much would you pay for this, Johnny and Bella?
Okay. Wait. Is this plain cocoa or there's something in there?
There's milk in here.
Oh, there's milk.
That's what
so then that explains,
Okay, so
a little bit
milk,
of milk
there's
in
milk
there.
in there.
So if you're buying just cocoa 3
sugar,
cedis, then it should be more.
So the milk is what adds on to a cost.
Yes, if
but
you
the raw
want to
cocoa
add
was how
milk,
much?
I think for about 2 cedis, you could have walked
Wow.
away with something like this. So even still, 100% more than what you both projected. Yes.
So ideally, this without milk should be like
But
2
this is
cedis.
not too much for 1 cedi.
It won't even fill your cup.
Yeah, I mean, this is, okay, so this is made from, is it millet?
Millet, yes.
And that's something that we grow, and it's part of our planting for food and jobs, one of the cereals and the planting for food and jobs.
Yeah.
So it should not be this expensive.
Now, you bought bread as well. How much is this bread?
I did indeed. Now, for 1 cedi, you can get yourself a slice of bread like this.
Okay,
and if
like
you
this.
recall...
This is 1 cedi.
1 cedi. Prior to very recent times, you could get a full loaf.
Are we joking
for
here?
1
So
how is this 1
This is
cedi?
tea bread, but it's used for cocoa too.
Yeah, of course.
Cocoa,
And it works.
There's no cocoa bread,
Yeah.
But this is 1
This is
cedi.
1 cedi.
That's right.
The whole loaf was 1 cedi.
No, this small piece you
No, I'm
get
just
for
saying
1
that,
cedi.
like, the
But
whole
yes.
loaf used to be 1 cedi. So this would have been like 50 pesos.
But now it's 1 cedi.
This is 1 cedi. But it's fine if I just do this, it's gone. Oh. Like,
so with this combination,
but
this is
it
breakfast.
today bread?
I'm not
This
sure,
appears
but-
fresh. I think it's today bread.
Oh, it's fresh. Yeah, it feels very
What is the
soft.
bread saying, Johnny?
It feels very...
Oh,
no,
it's today
but
bread.
yeah, it is.
It's today bread.
But there's a lot of
there's a
air.
part of the Spintex road that you don't have to press the bread before you buy.
Why?
Yeah, you see, once you pick it, you own it. You don't have to come and be squeezing and checking.
And check it. Me, I always ask if it's fresh. If it's not fresh, I'm not going to get it. But so that's
bread 1
4
cedi.
There you have it.
Bread 1 cedi.
So let's say you don't have money to buy milk, and maybe your budget for the morning is just 3 cedis. You can get cocoa, maybe
cocoa.
like this, 2 cedis, and
Maybe.
this. But this won't be enough. And there's something about Hausa cocoa. For me, when I drink it after like an hour or
want
so,
water.
I get hungry. No, I get hungry again.
Hey,
Yeah.
where does the food go?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one. So this definitely will not be enough for me. I'm not the only one, right? Cocoa as well.
Yeah.
It happens.
No,
you always have to
absolutely.
find something to eat
But then,
afterwards.
so I'm a national service personnel. I spent 3 cedis on breakfast.
That's right.
Lunch hasn't come.
No.
You can't go and buy lunch for 3 cedis.
No.
Because coffee Brookman now costs 3 cedis, one. So you can, even if you want to buy that with nuts, that's more than 3 cedis.
That's right.
You can't go and buy wache 3 cedis.
No.
With no toppings and no protein.
Absolutely.
You can't buy rice, you can't buy gobe.
Yeah.
Or all those things. So it means that you're going to 5, maybe 6 cedis, maybe 7 cedis. Add that to 3 cedis, that's 10 cedis.
Okay.
Plus supper.
Yeah.
You can't also do 3 cedis. Unless you want to do cocoa again. But that will be abnormal. So kinky, 3 cedis for 1 bowl. Maybe fish, 3 cedis or 4 cedis, that's another 7. So that's 17 cedis.
Yeah.
Plus water in between, because you have to drink water.
That's right.
You know, aside what you take with the meals,
Yeah.
water in between. So give and take like 32 cedis gone. If you're a national service
Transport.
personnel and you're earning this, you're spending 32 cedis a
On
day,
just food.
plus your transport, plus your rent.
It depends,
your
because there are
clothing.
places where people are paying 11 cedis, 12 cedis for transport for just in. So out is also another 11 cedis.
Right.
So maybe like 22 cedis
22
plus, let's say,
okay,
another
so
24
let's just say
cedis.
10 cedis. So 37 cedis, 27 cedis plus 10, 37 cedis a day. And you're giving 559 cedis, which doesn't come regularly. How do you survive?
How do you survive? We have a call on the line to tell us how he has been surviving. Hello, good morning. Unfortunately, we lost you. Apologies, but the numbers are on there. Let us know how much you spend on food in a day. In fact, just this morning, how much have you spent on breakfast? How much do you, think you might be spending for lunch and for dinner? There are some who have very heavy lunch, so they don't have dinner. So you just drink water and sleep. It is healthy, though, I mean, to some extent, if you have. Yeah. But we have a caller from Kwabenya. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Can you hear us?
Good morning, Bella.
Hi, welcome to TV3Newday.
Yeah, Bella.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Talk to us.
Thank you so much. I'm at work, but I spend almost 40 cedis on food, Bella. You won't believe.
40 cedis on food. Run us through your day, exactly how much you spend for breakfast, lunch, and supper. Tell us. And what would you buy usually?
Okay, I mean, this porridge you are showing right now is one somewhere. But where I am, it's like 3 cities and their bread is 2 cities.
This bread would be 2 cities where you are. Where are you calling us from again?
Yeah. Kwabenya.
Wow.
You can get this bread at Kwabenya for 2 cities. You are not exaggerating?
I'm telling you, Bella, why should I lie? I just finished taking my breakfast. I was telling you.
Wow. So,
And in the afternoon, the beans over there, the beans start from 3 cedis to 4 cedis. Imagine.
are you able to buy plantain?
Yes, you buy beans. You can't eat beans without plantain, Bella. How can you?
Oh, but if you are saying 3 cedis, 4 cedis, maybe someone's budget for the afternoon is 4 cedis. And when we're told that plantain is now going for 1 cedi per piece. So even if you have 5 cedis, that's beans 4 cedis, plantain 1.
So you have to buy the beans 3 cedis or 4 cedis. Meaning I can eat a lot, but with this current Ghana, you don't have to eat. So just buy beans 4 cedis, get some of your 4 cedis. So that is for just the afternoon. You drink water to imagine a bottle of water. Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay.
In the evening too. I mean, so things are so expensive, Bella.
But if you say you spend 40 cedis a day on food, I was trying to understand because for breakfast you're spending what? Like 6 cedis?
Yes.
And then for lunch, 6 cedis.
Even that porridge is, yes. And then
All right. Unfortunately, we lost him. I was trying to understand because I thought 40 cedis was a bit high.
Well, if you do the
If
calculation...
you spend 6 in the morning and the afternoon, that's already 12 cedis.
12 cedis.
So unless he's spending another 18
something
cedis.
or something. But
yeah.
I mean, it depends. But of course, people also may not drink cocoa every morning.
Yeah.
Some would want to have tea, with fried egg and bread. That could pitch the price up a bit. Because the reality is that the food that used to sell at 10 cedis is not selling at 12, 15 cedis. So if that was your calculation, you'll be spending a lot more on food. And for me, this raises a key question. This is just food. We have not added on. This is just food.
This is just food. Transportation.
Just food. Transportation, accommodation, which is also a major problem. This is just food. Survive.
I think we have another call on the line, Helen.
All right. Well, hello to you, caller. Good morning. You're on air.
My name is Kari. I'm calling from Maush.
Good morning again. You're on air.
I like the program.
Thank you.
Have you had, if you're a family, have you had your family, like if you have 4 children or 5 children, Even before they go to school, the money you spend before your own. I mean, like all this.
How many children do you have?
Yeah?
How many children do you have?
I have 4 children.
4 children.
Yes.
Okay, and how much are you spending on their breakfast?
The seniors will take 20 cities.
Each?
And the small house will take 20 after taking breakfast. Yeah. Before I spend 10 cities in the morning, 10 cities in the afternoon. And then evening, if I come, I'll let them some money to cook. If you cook, if I come, they let some I'll eat. If I not, then I'll take my tea and sleep. So I feel like all these things.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the bread they are selling 1 city. It's not 1 city. It's more than 1 city.
How much is it?
Cities.
2 cities.
2 cities.
In Awoshi?
Because the full bread, the full load of bread, JC bread is 6 cities.
6 cities?
6.
It's 6 cities. That's how they sell it, 6 cities.
This is where you live in Awoshi?
Yes, I live at Awoshi.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So the full bread is 6 cities. So the bread is not 1 city, it's 2 cities.
Okay.
Full loaf of tea bread.
Yeah.
It's 6
Thank
cities
You know
now.
that there are longer versions.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for calling us, Kadi. We're grateful. And so somebody also sent me a message that this bread, if it had been on the Spintex Road, maybe 3 cities. So depending on where you are,
Oh my
the bread.
God.
And just viewers, just to put out a disclaimer, we're not promoting food in polybags, hot food in polybags. So thank you very much. We're just showing you how it's packaged from where it's sold.
And
Maybe it's-
usually this is how it's
yeah,
packaged.
maybe
anyway.
it's another conversation for the FDA,
Yeah.
Ghana Standards Authority, to start looking at it, because I know that there are carcinogens,
That's
you know,
right,
that could seep into your food. Wache, rice, you know, all of those things that are served in polybags. How we started it, because we used to sell in leaves, right?
Yeah, we
Of
used
course, you
to.
can't sell cocoa in leaves.
Well, maybe take your own container. But we have a caller on the line from Botiano. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining.
I'm from Botiano.
Nanaya, you're welcome. So tell us how much you spend on food as well.
Yeah, first I want to share my experience with a loaf of bread I bought from Shoprite.
Okay.
Well, like 3 months ago, it was 6 CD. I went there last Sunday and it was 50%.
Hey,
Over 100% increase.
What?
Yes, a loaf of bread. It's too much.
Is this sugar bread, butter bread?
Butter bread.
From 6 cities, what, a month
12
ago?
50 pesos.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 months ago. You can check. Butter bread, wheat bread. Yes, these two. The prices have really changed more than 100%.
So what is your option now? Because, I mean, someone may be listening and saying, why would you go and buy from a supermarket? You can go buy from a private person on the...
From where I am staying, that's the only best kind of bread I can get from where I'm staying. The rest are all carbohydrate food without any proper nutrient.
Yeah.
So if I want to eat anything good, that's the only choice I have.
I see.
Okay. Well, I suspect that the tax build up. You know, so there's VAT 2.5, there's Get Fund 2.5, there's COVID 1%, there's VAT as well. I suspect that the tax build up may have added, but
from 6 to 12 is quite
the
a
thing
jump.
about bread now these days is either they shorten the bread or they increase the price and keep the length. That's what it is. So you've seen that some brands of breads, they are now shortening the bread.
Yeah.
Same packaging, but is beginning to shorten.
But my bread seller, her bread is still very heavy. She's at North Kaneshie.
Okay.
Very popular place. They're by the road, so they bake it by the road. It's still very heavy. It's still very rich. But, of course, it's gotten more expensive. So, like you said, there's some who would increase the price and still maintain the value.
But the gentleman who called before this final caller, or last caller, introduced the new option of families. If you also have children. So we're talking all along, we're talking about the individual. You know, but if you had family, you are spending also children's feeding fee to school, transportation to school, transportation from school, snack, and all the other things that come along with it. And we advocate that we should give our children snack and, you know, fruits and all of that.
Yeah, we have a caller from Yamoa. Say, Helen, you take this person from the Ashanti region. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Who's speaking, please?
Yeah, I'm very much interested in the topic. Well, anyone around Yamuat and the Asante upon the Ashanti region is very much aware of a bread called Hope. As of last 2 months, it was selling around 3 cities for the whole loaf. Now it's 7 cities. And surprisingly, I bought one yesterday, and in the morning, myself, my wife, and my little girl, we just consumed it. Just the bread. Other items like Milo, milk, sugar for the breakfast doesn't even add up. So honestly, it's just killing us. The cost of living, utility bills, and all that. So I don't know, but we are really dying over here. We are really dying.
Okay. Well, if you opt to have breakfast outside of the home, what do you typically go for?
Well, when I'm outside, I don't usually buy food. But when I want to buy food, I mostly buy beans.
Okay. And how much is that costing you these days?
Well, initially, 4 cities, you'll be full. But now you need to at least double, let's say, 9, 10 cities before you'll be okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now we're only trying to survive. We don't need to get satisfied.
Only trying to survive. Thank you so much for that.
Okay.
And this is against the notion that food in the Ashanti region costs cheaper than...
We were talking about that recently.
Yesterday,
you know?
That it's not the way we knew it to be. Things have changed. The size of fufu, now in the Ashanti region, I think that the smallest size of fufu is 5 cedis. So
no more
that,
2 cedis.
3 cedis, 2 cedis, all of that. It's
5
cedis.
cedis?
Yeah.
That's your starting price if you want to eat fufu.
Price if you want to eat fufu. I mean, it used to
How
be,
big or small is it?
Oh, I'm talking about the smallest parcel. It could
so
be
the
like,
regular,
the
like
size
this?
the size of this one. It's 5 cedis.
5 cedis?
Yeah, that's the start of point.
But you can buy banchem.
At least I ate from 3 different fufu joints when I went there over the weekend. And that's the feedback I can give. 5 cedis. That's the starting point. So previously, what would cost you maybe 3 cedis or maybe 2 cedis to buy. And sometimes they would even, you know, the stories about Ashanti region where you buy fufu and they give you extra.
Big,
they don't joke like that anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't play like that. There's a because somebody spoke about ShopRite, and this is not to pick on ShopRite, but you know, there's a what do you call it? Somebody who brought bread, brown bread. It's 9.79 cedis. The cash that he paid was 20 cedis, and the change that was given was 10 cedis, 21 pesos. There's a tax on the bread. We are taxing bread actually now. 19.25%, tax 1.58 cedis. So you add that to it, and you are up there. Get fund is charged, COVID is charged. We are taxing bread. That's where we are now. We are taxing bread. Bread that is bodo.
Maybe not the bread per se, but whatever item.
Standard items. But I'm saying that we're taxing bread. That's the emphasis I'm making. That we have gotten to a point where we are taxing basic. Because people eat bread every day.
That's right.
Cocoa, oats, tea, whatever it is, bread. Mainstay. We're taxing bread. We're taxing sanitary pads. Like basic things that in these difficult times you would have expected that government would have exempted them from those taxations so that people can at least breathe. Taxing bread.
And then, Johnny, if you pay then by electronic means,
you're going to pay
over that
as well.
You're taxed on paying the tax.
So we're taxing bread. I want that to sink in. We're taxing bread. And you know, the recent inflation figures that were released by the Statistical Service, I think, in fact, the last one for May, we were told, for example, that bread is local, right? Now, what is local if we're producing it from here? Which means that the importation perhaps, you know, has undertones, maybe the wheat and all of that, because we're even told that the wheat is local as well. I don't know where our wheat farm is. But if that's what official DOM is telling us, then we should not be paying this much for bread and be taxed for bread. Kenke, we should not be paying this much for kenke. Kusiani meko, we should not be paying much for it. The basic things that people need every day and eat every day. Life is too expensive now.
It's very expensive.
And we'll blame it on COVID. Russia, Ukraine. Well, I've not heard monkeypox being blamed anyway at this time, but very soon.
It just started. So
monkeypox will be blamed. You watch it.
Wow.
Watch it.
I feel sad for this bread.
Yeah. It's just a small bread, though.
But to hear that you could buy this for 3 cedis, maybe if you were in the Spintex area, is very concerning.
Hold on, Bright is on the line. He's also called to tell us how much he's also spending on breakfast. Good morning, Bright.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling.
I'm Bright. Thank you. I'm Bright calling from Soto.
Talk to us.
This breakfast is really, really expensive. Can you imagine? I had to buy buffalo.
So, buffalo, okay.
I had to buy buffalo. One is 3 cedis.
Too bad.
One.
Yeah.
Buffalo, 1, 3
One is 3 cedi.
Too bad.
The round, is it?
Buffalo.
Is it the one they usually, hold on. Is it the small ones that they sell with Ausa cocoa, or this is the other?
Yeah. The one they sell with the cocoa, the one we sell with the cocoa.
It's going for 3 cedis per piece?
3 cedis. So I spent 10 cedis per breakfast. I bought 2. And the cocoa you guys are holding, it's really, really affordable. It's even affordable.
How much did you buy yours for?
The cocoa,
How much did you buy your cocoa for? Tell us.
3 cedis. I bought the cocoa 3 cedis and I bought granules 1 cedi. 10
Was
cedis
the cocoa as much as this? As what we showed? 3 cedis cocoa, was it as much as this?
Oh, nah, your own is even affordable.
No, but in terms of the content, I mean the quantity, was it this much or it was smaller?
It was smaller than this, so.
Hey.
For 3 cedis?
For 3 cedis, I was like, And I quite remember you posted a video on your Instagram page, like the broke man.
Yes.
I used to check out. 3 cedis, like, I didn't buy it again and I went out.
Where? Was this also in Soto?
Yeah, Soto.
Okay.
3 cedis. So I was like, hey, broke man.
So in a day, how much do you spend on food?
In the morning, I spend 10 cedis. So in the afternoon, like 15 cedis on Wachi.
15 cedis on Wache?
Yes.
Wow. And in the evening?
15 cedis on Wachi. In the evening, when I go home, I'll get something to eat. So.
Okay. Wow. So that's 25 cedis.
That's plenty money.
How much do you spend on water? Have you thought about?
Water in our area, one is 50%. That's pure water. The sachet one. One is 50
pesos. How?
Yes.
In Soto.
I'm not kidding. No. It's true. One is 50 pesos. And is it like the Otto one? I don't want to mention any brand.
Yeah, please don't mention any brand. But it's 50 pesos per sachet of water.
Sachet. And it's like the bottle one, 2 cedis, 3 cedis, and 4 cedis.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy. The economic, like Charlie, things are very tough.
Wow.
Things are very tough.
Thank you.
I was even shocked with the broke man. I was even shocked.
You probably thought I was lying about it, right? So you went to check for yourself.
Oh, nah, I thought, maybe I just having some fun, so I was just trying to check out.
It shocked you.
I went there, Charlie. I didn't even buy it.
Anyway, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for speaking to us.
Okay. There's a Kofi Brookman photo I sent to you, Oliver. And one is 3 cedis. One.
Pardon?
Yeah, me pardon. A bunch of plantain, according to...
Did you just say pardon?
I mean, that took me by surprise. Maybe I didn't hear Johnny right.
A bunch of plantain, the last time we checked, and that record has not been corrected. It's supposed to cost you less than 10 cedis. I think 5 cedis or 3 cedis or what. That's a bunch of plantain. Because we have plantain glut and we're exporting plantain. So Kofi Brookman, one. It's 3 cedis. And that's not the full plantain, no. It's half plantain. Half. It's halved. When they peel it, then they divide it. They have a way of cutting it, slanting it like that. And then that's what you pay. 3 cedis for one.
3 cedis. But this is even big. So yesterday, someone also sent me a picture. I've just shared it with Daniel and Oliver. Please check it. So she also decided to buy Kofi Brookman.
I saw this
and she took a picture of it. No, this is another one that I just sent. So please just take a look at that as well. So she tweeted at me and said that no be for broke person anymore. 2 CDs for this one. And it was like, you know the bonus that I said the woman gave me? Now that's also going for 2 CDs because that's the picture that she sent. And it was...
The one that she used to do for free is now 2 CDs.
It was very small. Very, very small. 2 CDs. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't know anymore.
A friend of mine is just telling me that his wache cost 13 CDs this morning. So his wache with egg and sausage, 13 CDs.
I spent about that yesterday on
wache with egg and sausage, 13 CDs. So wele has not come. You know, wache has to be with a bit of wele, a bit of leaves, a bit of gari, a bit of macaroni, you know, a bit of, you know, kakra, small tatale here and there. These days you can't misbehave like that.
No.
Maybe you can just buy egg and forfeit the sausage.
So it's a full chicken. So in your mind you are having a full chicken. So watch it with full chicken. Watch it and egg, full chicken.
Oh my days.
And I'm gonna make gari bebre. It's serious.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
It's serious.
I
I honestly want to see us move away from this. And you see, the alarming thing is when there are great people keep telling you that the fertilizers that are supposed to be subsidized.
Oh, we have a caller.
Sorry
Yes.
about that.
Emmanuel, hi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You're calling us from Awoshi. Talk to us.
It's not easy here. It is not easy. Even let me chip in with this. I used to use only Guardian Carbolic as a bathing soap.
Right.
So formerly 5 used to be 7 cities for the 5. The last time I went to check, it shot up to 24 cities.
For the
So
same
I was
5 bars?
5 bars for 7 cities.
Now it's 20
So the last
what?
time I went, like 5 bars, like when
yes.
you're buying the set, 5, they used to sell it 7 cities. Some people sell it 7 cities, 50 pesos.
Yeah.
The last time I went to Accra, it was 24 cities. So I was like, madam, are you mistaken or something? And she was like, and so I left her and I went to another person and I checked. It was the same 24 cities. So I had to change my soap.
Your complexion will change, oh.
I had to change the
No, but that Guardian soap is very, you know, it's very
carbolic
effective.
soap, it's effective.
So now what will you do?
The red one. So now I've started to using something else. I don't know if I can mention.
No, don't mention. We beg you.
You use Anago Samla.
That is how serious it is.
Buy me Anago Samla will be expensive now.
Yeah, it will be because
Wow.
it's a mix. Charlie, thank you. Hey.
Tell you the truth.
Okay.
Thank you.
That is how serious it is.
I hear you.
And
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Somebody sends me a message. Says Johnny. It says Mr. Hughes. Even Kelewele, 1 piece now costs 50 pesos.
Oh, how?
I remember buying 3 CDs and the woman counted them for me. Well, Kelewele has always been counted, but
I know.
yes, but we have excess plantain. 1 bunch is still cheaper than 10 CDs. 1 bunch of plantain. Until the Agric Ministry changes, that's what we're going with. 1 bunch.
Wait, they count Kelewele.
You know what
One
is
is
it?
50 pesos. That's
Yeah.
small.
Yeah. You know the Kelewele sellers have a skill. They pretend
Yeah,
as if
they-
the thing is hot, but they are counting it. So when they pour the thing, they pretend as if it's hot.
You
It's
know,
too hot,
yeah,
they can't do
counting
it.
is
So then
true.
they
Make
balance
sure
it,
that-
count it for you. They are counting for you.
I haven't seen my Kelewele entrepreneur, I call it, in a very long time. You know, one of these new establishments where they have a fancy pop-up, what they call kiosks there. She has CCTV inside her own, everything. She hasn't been there in a while, so I think, it's not looking good.
Because when the Agric Minister announced that plantain was cheap, I remember I said I wanted to start a Kelewele business, but I was asking which market
You can go
to
and
buy that cheap
a
plantain
bunch of
from.
plantain.
The answer has not come.
Please, can we show that 2 CD plantain quickly?
Yeah, let's quickly show
So
the
if
2
you
CD.
want to buy Coffee Brookman and maybe your budget is 2 CDs, you can only get that tiny
So
one.
in this one, in there, it's like in Ghana, we say I can warm me. And
Yeah, this is in Tuswo.
It used to be in Tuswo. It's free. It used to be free. Now, where we have gotten to, you cannot go and play around there again. You have to sell it. Oh.
Lilliput plantain.
Kapwepwe plantain.
On that note, we'll continue this while Helen will be visiting other food joints to see how much.
Okay, so
you'll
the guy
need
brings,
to spend
the guy brings
on
the breakdown of his wache, 13 CDs this morning. Wache is 5 CDs. Egg is 2 CDs. Sausage is 2 CDs. That's half sausage. It's 1 CD. Macaroni is 2 CDs. And they don't sell 1 CD macaroni.
Hey,
Dry leaves.
you're kidding.
Awam salad is 2 CDs. So this is his breakdown.
They
5
don't sell
CDs
1
watching.
CD macaroni anymore.
Yeah. You know, previously you can go and say, oh, give me Gary
Macaroni and
50
Gary 1
pesos
CD.
or 1
Yeah.
CD. You can't go and play like that again. They will beat you. So.
You know, we'll be back. We'll be back.
Hey.
Oh my days.
Ellen says, hey.
Let's say you don't mean it.